In today's video, I'm going to show you a complete guide to waxing your body safely and cheaply from the comfort of your home. Hi, my name is Torora and you're welcome to my channel. I share lifestyle and DIY videos that inspire women to live authentically. I really hope you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you know when I upload a new video. In fact, I'm giving you 3 seconds to subscribe. I really hope you subscribed. Now, I did a previous sugar wax recipe, and in that video, I showed you how to work the wax just in case it got hard. But that involved working with hard wax and working with very hot wax as well. And that's not always the best way to go about it. Now, shout out to A-Between, because through her video, I discovered an instrument that I needed to make waxing foolproof, consistent, every single time. Now, some of you told me that you ended up with either runny wax or hard wax. With this method, I promise you're going to get consistent wax every single time. Another thing that I noticed that happened to me after I waxed my body was I got a lot of ingrown hairs. So I'm going to show you what you need to do before you wax, while you're waxing, and after you wax, so that it's a painless, seamless process every single time. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you shower about 3 hours before you wax, at least 3 hours. Just don't shower too close to the time that you wax, but shower about 3 hours before, because this helps to get rid of the dirt and the natural oils that your body will secrete to have a better waxing experience. The second thing you need to do is to avoid hot showers. This is not the time for you to start showering with really hot water or to have that spa treatment and go into a sauna. You don't want too much heat on your skin because that can irritate you during the waxing process. Another thing you need to do on the day that you need to wax, do not put lotion on your body. This is not the time to lather your favorite body lotion. It's not the time to put any oils on your skin. Why? Because the wax, you're preventing the wax from sticking to your skin properly. So no lotion, no creams, no oils. Once you take a shower, just wait for about 3 hours and then wax right after. Another thing you need to do is make sure that you exfoliate your skin about 2 days before. Now, exfoliating your skin means that you're getting rid of the first layer of skin, the dead skin, which could prevent you from getting a smooth wax. Exfoliate 2 days before, but please don't exfoliate too close to the time that you're going to wax. If I had $1 for every single time I said wax. Another thing you need to do is to make sure that your hair has grown out for at least 2 to 3 weeks. You want to have at least a 1/4 inch of hair so that the wax has something to stick to. Don't wax too early. Please, it would all make for a great waxing experience. Now let's get into the recipe. Here is a foolproof waxing recipe. Get 1 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of lemon, a 1/4 cup of warm water. Now mix it properly. Make sure that its sugar is almost dissolving in the water and the lemon juice, and then put it in a pot. Now this instrument will make sure that you get consistent wax every single time. Use a candy thermometer. It will give you the most accurate result every single time. Now once you've mixed all three, put it in the pan and boil on medium heat. Use the hard ball. This is because when you're working with wax on your skin, the heat from your skin and the heat from environment will end up melting the wax. Now let it cool slightly and transfer to a jar. Once it cools, you can start to knead. Here's how you knead. You stretch it between your hands or your fingers and put it back on itself. Stretch it again and put it back on itself. Now keep doing this and you're ready for the next part, which is the waxing. I like to use corn flour, especially in cases where you have sweat on your skin or it's just not sticking properly. You can rub some corn flour on your skin and then take the wax, pull it against the direction of your hair growth, and then pull and flick back in the direction of your hair growth. So for instance, if your hair grows downwards, you take the wax and apply it upwards and then pull downwards. You can climb the mountain top. So I realized that with waxing, I was getting a lot of ingrown hairs. So I knew that my post-waxing care, I had to level it up. So here's what I do now. So I brew some green tea and I put them in the ice cube tray and I leave it to freeze. Now you can use whatever ingredients you have on hand that helps with inflammation. Like for instance, you can use aloe vera or you can use cucumber. But for me, I have green tea at home and I know that green tea has tannins, I think, that helps with inflammation of the skin. And with this green tea ice cubes, I can put it on the area that I've just waxed to prevent the inflammation of the skin and to stop the redness or whatever. I'm very black, so I don't really get red. Another thing you can use is an ice pack, or maybe like frozen peas, frozen vegetables that you have in the freezer. Just wrap a towel around it and place it on top of your skin, just so that it calms down a little, because you've been pulling your hair from its roots and you need something that would help to calm it down. Another thing you want to do is to avoid direct sunlight. I beg you, especially in the first few hours that you've done it. When you do a wax, you've taken away the top layer of your skin, you've pulled your hair from its roots. So that means that your skin is more sensitive to sunlight, is more sensitive to heat. So avoid hot baths, sauna, all of that, especially in the first 2 days. Just avoid it completely. If you're going to use warm water, use something that is just hand warm water. Just don't avoid hot baths altogether. Now, after 48 hours have passed, one thing you must do, if you don't do anything else, you must exfoliate that area daily. Exfoliate completely. Make sure that you're getting rid of the dead skin cells that could form around that area that you've just waxed. Why? Because when your hair starts to grow, if there's dead skin blocking its way, that makes you more susceptible to ingrown hairs. For instance, for me, my main problem areas for ingrown hair is my pubic area. So I'm going to make sure that I exfoliate that area very well. Another thing you want to do is make sure that you wear loose clothing. One thing that was causing ingrown hairs for me was especially at my bikini line. Why? Because my panties were very tight. So when it was rubbing, it was causing like chafing around that area, and I was getting ingrown hairs around my bikini line. In order to avoid that, wear very loose clothing that will not irritate your skin even further. The thing you need to do is to hydrate your skin properly. For me, I use my homemade whipped shea butter. This shea butter has different oils in it as well as lavender, and I know that lavender or tea tree oil have antiseptic properties that are really good for the skin. So just in case your skin is inflamed or anything, you're not just moisturizing it, but you're treating it at the same time. So if you found this video helpful, share it, like it, subscribe to it, tell your friends about it. Just share this video. It would make me so happy. And also follow me on Instagram, because that's where all the fun happens. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Happy shaving.